Let's talk about something most car enthusiasts have thought of at least once: modifying your daily driver. You know that car that you use to get to work, pick up groceries, and maybe hit the Taco Bell drive-thru at 3 a.m.? Here's the thing. Just because it's your daily doesn't mean it has to stay boring, right? The trick is figuring out how to mod your daily in a way that adds some fun, some style, and maybe a sprinkle of performance without compromising its reliability or turning it into a garage queen that breaks down every other week. So how do you strike that balance, keyword in this video, between having a car that's fun to drive and still lasts 100,000 miles without you calling a tow truck every 8 minutes? Today, we're going to take a look at how to mod your daily driver in a way that keeps it practical, reliable, and chill. The first rule of modding your daily: don't go crazy. It's the golden rule. Modding your daily driver is like walking on a tightrope. On one side, you want to have fun. You want to make your car stand out a little bit. On the other side, you don't want to throw it so out of whack that it becomes a nightmare to live with. You've got to find that sweet spot between practicality and performance. If you need to drive 100,000 miles without your car imploding, you can't just throw every bolt-on part under the hood and expect it to behave like a 96 Camry forever. So the key here is subtlety. We're aiming for refined mods, not full-blown race car builds. Start simple. When people think about modding, the first things that usually come to mind are air intake and exhaust. And you know what? That's exactly where you should start. But don't overdo it. A cold air intake, or a short ram intake, is an easy, affordable mod that can add a little bit of power while giving you a nice, subtle engine growl. You're not going to double your horsepower or anything of that nature, but it's going to make your daily feel more alive, and hey, hearing that intake sound when you hit the gas is pretty sweet. Now when it comes to exhausts, things can get a little tricky. Look, we all love the sound of an exhaust, but this is your daily driver, not your weekend track toy. So go for something that's tasteful and subtle. You don't want the Tome on your daily. Get the NVIDIA Q300. Something like that is great. A catback, most brands, adds a little bit of sound without being obnoxious, but skip the downpipe, and here's why. Leave the OEM cats in place. Sure, going catless or gutting the cats might give you more power and volume and all that stuff, but you're also asking for a headache. Your check engine light is more than likely going to be on, and don't even get me started on the emissions testing nightmare. Plus, it's technically illegal, so don't do it. The bottom line here: keep it chill with the intake and the exhaust. Give your car a voice without making it scream. Now, tuning. It's the ultimate temptation for any enthusiast, and yeah, tuning your daily can unlock some serious gains, but here's the thing. You need to play it safe. Don't load on the 86 PSI full kill engine deleter tune. You don't need to push your car to its limits. You're not trying to squeeze every drop of horsepower out of your engine. You just want a little extra pep in its step, a little more throttle response, a little more power. The best part, you can run it off the shelf tune from someone like Cobb, and they're designed with safety in mind. They give you a bump in power and responsiveness without stressing out your engine, transmission, or turbo if you have one, to the point of breaking. And hey, if your car is turbocharged, an OTS tune can wake it up just enough to make those daily drives a little more fun. But don't go cranking up the boost like you're trying to run 10s. This is still your daily, not your drag car. The goal here is reliability. You don't want to blow a head gasket just because you were chasing 6 extra horsepower on your morning commute. Okay, let's talk suspension. Everyone wants that clean, lowered, flush look, but here's where you gotta be careful. You want to lower your car tastefully, not dump it on its nuts to the point where you're scraping every speed bump in your neighborhood. Plus, no one wants to feel every single bump and pothole in the road like they're driving a Flintstone car.
Wake up, Bonnie boy. We'll be home in a couple of minutes.
I wasn't sleeping, Fred. I always keep my eyes shut when you're driving.
Enter lowering springs, or a easy entry-level coilover setup. Springs are a super simple way to drop your ride height just enough to give it a more aggressive stance, but without compromising ride quality much. They're going to stiffen up the handling a little bit too, which is nice when you're hitting some twisty roads, but you're not going to go overboard. If you're a little more serious on the performance versus comfort trade-off, go with coilovers, but don't throw some Olens on your daily. Pick something for street use: BC, Silvers, great options. Mildly adjustable, comfy enough for daily driving, but firm enough to improve cornering. The key here is balance. You want better handling without turning your car into a pogo stick that makes your spine hate you after every drive. Remember, you want to keep your daily comfortable. If you're dodging potholes like they're landmines just to avoid bottoming your struts out, you've gone too far. Wheels and tires. Well, if you've upgraded your suspension, you've got to get your wheels and tires in check too. But this isn't about going full stance nation and running 11 degrees of camber. So what do you want to do here? Nope, we are going for a clean, flush fitment. It's practical, it looks great. A nice set of OEM plus lightweight aftermarket wheels will make your daily pop without compromising drivability. Get some good quality tires, something sticky enough for spirited driving, durable enough to last 40,000 miles, and that you can drive in the rain. We're looking at all-season tires here, generally speaking, like the Continental DWS 06. They give you plenty of grip while they last a long time. The goal here is to enhance your car's looks and performance without making it impractical. No crazy stretch, no R compounds, just a simple, clean setup that looks good and works in the real world. Perfect combo, in my opinion. NKRPF1's Continental DWS 06, call it a day. So here's the big question you need to ask yourself before doing any mod. Will my car still go 100,000 miles after this? If the answer is no, or even a maybe, throw it out, it's not worth it. The whole point of modding your daily driver is to have some fun without sacrificing the car's usability. You don't want to turn your daily into a ticking time bomb that's constantly breaking down because you pushed the limits too far. Let's be honest, we've all seen those builds where someone clearly didn't think things through. They went all in, they did a big turbo, they did Öhlins coilovers, they did a wide body kit, and now their car is a nightmare to live with. They can't drive it, they take it out once a month. Don't be that guy. The perfect daily mod list is about balance. Improve your car, make it more enjoyable to drive, but don't turn it into something that requires a tow truck every month. Aim for mods that will let you drive your car for years to come without constantly worrying about something breaking or going wrong. So let's wrap this all up with the perfect daily driver mod list. The stuff that'll make your car more fun without compromising reliability. 1. Intake. Cold air or short ram for more engine sound and throttle response. 2. A nice, quiet cat back that gives you better sound without being obnoxious, and definitely leave the cats in place to avoid headaches. 3rd up a tune, an off-the-shelf or non-aggressive pro tune for a little more power without pushing your engine too hard and stressing it out. 4th, suspension, springs or coilovers to drop the ride height and improve handling without ruining your spine on rough roads. 5th up, wheels and tires, a clean flush setup with lightweight wheels and good quality tires. Practical and stylish is the goal. 6th up is brakes. If you've got the budget, upgrading to better street pads and rotors can give you better stopping power without compromising daily drivability. These mods will give you better performance, better handling, better braking, and a bit more style, all while keeping your car reliable and enjoyable for the long haul. So in conclusion, at the end of the day, mod your car smart, not hard. It's all about finding that balance between fun and functionality. You can definitely mod your car and make it more exciting without turning it into a reliability disaster. The trick is knowing when to stop. Stick to mods that enhance and improve the driving experience without sacrificing the things that make your car a good daily in the first place: comfort, reliability, and ease of use. Follow this mod list, keep things simple, and you'll have a daily driver that's just as reliable as it is fun. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.